Stop blaming your prompt for generic AI answers. Most business owners are missing the one document that actually tells AI how their business works. Watch this. This is the exact same prompt and the exact same AI. The only difference is that on the second one, I gave it one document about my business before I asked the question. And that difference was so dramatic that I don't use AI anymore without this document. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what's inside that file, why my first version barely improved the results, and the one change that completely transformed the quality of AI's answers. And before you upload anything, there's one privacy setting every business owner should check. I'm Buck. I built and sold a 7-figure bookkeeping business. Now, I'm obsessed with finding practical ways AI can actually help service business owners. Not just the flashy demos that fall apart the moment you try to use them, but the practical, everyday use cases that save you time, grow your revenue, and allow you to actually run your business with frameworks like EOS, Clockwork, and eMyth without it running you. Here's what's really happening. Imagine hiring a consultant. You're giving them 30 seconds to learn your business and then asking them to tell you exactly how to improve it and what's wrong. And that's basically what we're asking AI to do. It doesn't know how you make money. It doesn't know your best customers. It doesn't know what makes your business different than any other service business out there. It doesn't know your team's capacity. And so what it does, it fills in the blanks. And that's why so many AI responses sound really intelligent, but somehow don't fit your business. The problem usually isn't your prompt. It's the lack of business context. And this is that file. And honestly, it's nothing fancy here, okay? There's no secret prompt I've got to give you. There's no magic framework. It's simply one place where I explain my business. It's who we help, what we sell, how we make decisions, how we communicate, how success is measured, the challenges we're working on right now. And instead of teaching AI all of that every single conversation, I write it down once, and now every new conversation starts with context instead of guesswork. And here's the funny part. I genuinely thought I'd actually solved this a while back. I spent an afternoon writing my first version. I uploaded it. I asked AI a question, and the answer was only just a little bit better. And I remember sitting there thinking, this is complete garbage. Really, that's it. But the breakthrough came from something that Alex Hormozy said, that a business isn't just an idea. It's a set of departments working together. You have marketing, sales, operations, finance, customer experience. And that's when all of this clicked. See, that document explained my business, but it didn't explain how my business actually ran. And remember the difference I showed you at the start? This is exactly why it happened. So I rebuilt it, not with more words, but with better context. I explained how leads came in, how we marketed, how we delivered work, what actually mattered financially, what my limitations were, what the teams were, what success tangibly looked like, and that is what changed the responses. It's not because AI suddenly became smarter, but because it finally understood enough about the business to give recommendations that actually fit where I was. And that's when I got excited, because I spent the next hour testing it in ChatGPT, and then Claude, and then Gemini, just to see if it worked there too. And that was the moment I realized this wasn't about prompting anymore. It was more about the context. Because you don't need to write a 50-page operations manual that no one on your team is actually ever going to look at. But we want to start with the major parts of your business. Your customers, your offers, marketing, sales, operations, finance, your team, your goals, your biggest bottlenecks. Think about what a really smart new employee would need to understand before giving you advice. If you spent 4 hours with a consultant, what do they need to know? That's the same information AI needs. And your first version isn't going to be perfect, and mine certainly wasn't. But that's not our goal here. And you can do this. The goal isn't perfection. It's giving AI a better starting point. Now, before you go build this, you need to make sure you aren't accidentally handing your trade secrets to the world. Because before you upload anything, I've got one quick warning. Never include passwords, bank account information, private customer records, or confidential employee information. And personally, I only build documents like this inside pro accounts that keep your data private and not the free version where your inputs can end up training the model. Make sure you double check your settings because your business information is valuable, so treat it that way. And inside my client work, I use a private AI business snapshot GPT to speed this process up. This isn't a public GPT, it's only available to my specific clients. And instead of staring at a blank page, it asks them one question at a time about their business and builds the document as they answer. It interviews them, and those answers become the first draft of the file. But here's the important part. So come on back to me. The GPT isn't the point. The process is. You can absolutely build this document yourself. The GPT simply makes it faster for my clients. And here's what I do today. I want you to go ahead and open up a blank Google Doc. Watch this, that's all it takes. I want you to type these headings one at a time. My business, customers, offers, marketing, sales, operations, finance, team, goals, bottlenecks. Now spend about 10 minutes just getting everything out of your head, and don't worry about writing perfectly, just write about each of these areas. Then I want you to upload that document into the AI of your choice and ask one simple question. What assumptions are you making about my business? And that answer is going to tell you exactly what information is still missing. Then revise, update it, and save it. And use that every time you start a new AI conversation. See, the biggest lesson for me wasn't that AI needed a better prompt. It was that AI makes dramatically better decisions when it understands your business. See, prompts completely matter, but context is what matters more. And every time you improve that document, your AI becomes a little more useful. Once you've documented your business, the next question is, what should you actually automate first? And so I've created a free assessment called What Should You Automate First? You answer a few quick questions and it'll show you the best place to start based on your business and the revenue that's currently eating up those tasks. You'll find the link below in the description. If you're a service business owner trying to use AI without wasting hours chasing hype, that's exactly what this channel is for. It's simple experiments, real businesses, practical systems to grow your revenue and get back your time so you can work on your business instead of in your business. And you're going to find that link, go ahead in the description below. Now, if you're a business owner trying to use AI without wasting hours, chasing all the hype and trying to learn it all yourself, I want you to know that's exactly what this channel is for. It's simple experiments, real business life cases, practical systems. I'd love to have you here, so go ahead and hit subscribe. Now, that you've given AI better context, the next mistake I see most service business owners making is automating a bad process. In this next video, I'm going to show you how to test a process before you automate it, so you don't just make mistakes happen faster. All right, I'll see you in there.